Hey, Rudel here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a subscriber. I have something really exciting to share with you. So, I guess everyone knows that people that drink tea live longer. And it's not just tea, it's usually green tea and it's usually fermented teas. But sometimes that caffeine can upset people's stomach, or maybe you want to have a nice cup of tea in the evening and you really want to benefit from its nutritional value. So I recently learned that berry leaves, like the wild berries that grow all over the place, the wild raspberries and the wild blackberries, their leaves are full of incredible nutrition. Same with the wild strawberries and the domestic strawberries. So this got me thinking, and then I got online and went on to YouTube, and there were many videos of people fermenting berry leaves. And I guess what this does is it turns it into an actual tea, and it helps to break down a lot of the things that get in the way in regards to the body absorbing the different minerals and vitamins inside of the leaves. So what I did, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this amazing tea, this medicine tea. So I went around the yard and I got the wild black raspberry leaves, and I got the domestic raspberry leaves, and I got wild strawberry leaves, and I got domestic strawberry leaves, and I got herbs from the garden. I even did some sage in there, and I did some thyme in there, and I did some marjoram in there, and mint, and lemon balm, and comfrey, and mugwort, and I know I'm forgetting some things. Oh, wild plantain leaves. And anyways, anything that I knew that was really medicinal, I added in equal parts and cut them up into like reasonable sized pieces and stirred them all together, including rose petals, because I have organic roses, and then put them in this big jar. Now, the video I saw about fermenting leaves, they said that you're going to be doing it right because it creates this aroma that just smells earthy, not like rotten leaves, not like vinegar, but it creates this earthy aroma. And I was like, what do they mean by that? Well, we're about 2 weeks into this now, and I can't even describe how beautiful the smell of this is. Now, this is going to take approximately 6 weeks to fully ferment. And the woman whose video I watched on YouTube, she was a bit sloppy. She was doing this in a small jar, and there was mold in the jar. And she was saying, oh, just shake the mold, just stir the mold in. And I was like, not me. So what I did, and she didn't cover this in her video, this jar, before I put the leaves in it, I used solid, just straight white vinegar and put it in and shook the hell out of it, make sure it got through and around everything, which helps as an anti-mold, antibacteria agent. I also use white vinegar when I can. And then the leaves, before I put them in the jar, I actually gave them a bath. I put like 1 cup of white vinegar and then a nice, enough water to get all the dirt and everything off of them. And then I rinsed them really well with purified water from our water that comes out of our osmosis water filter. And as of now, knock on wood, I have not gotten any mold. But one of the tricks to getting good flavor and making sure that it doesn't mold is every day I pick this up and I shake it. I shake the hell out of it to mix it around, and it also promotes any kind of spores or mold from forming in there or growing any type of sustainable colony, I'm guessing, because as of now, I just did that by instinct, or I just did that intuitively, and we have no mold whatsoever. And I just cannot believe the smell is so beautiful and earthy. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to allow these to keep breaking down. I'm going to shake this really well twice a day, and we're going to let this ferment for about 6 weeks. So we got about 4 more weeks to go. And then it all comes out of here and goes into the dehydrator. It's thoroughly dehydrated, and then I break all that down and mix that up, and we have this beautiful non-caffeinated or decaffeinated herbal tea. And the crazy thing is, I was giving you my list of different herbs and leaves and flowers that I used. I kind of highly suggest putting some sage into your tea, because what I noticed when I made a hot tea that was unfermented and I used the raspberry leaves, because that's another way you can get the nutrition from your berry leaves, is chop them up well and just steep them in boiling water. And it also has a beautiful flavor, and you'll get a nice amount of nutrition from that also. But when I put the sage in with the raspberry, strawberry, and other medicinal herbs and leaves in my hot tea, the sage created this tannin effect on the tongue. And what I mean by that is, when you drink black tea or a really good red wine and the top of your tongue, it almost contracts, you have that funny feeling, that funny taste. Well, that's from the tannins. And the sage will give that same sensation, which makes it seem like or feel like you're actually drinking an authentic tea made from tea leaves. And I don't know if you know this or not, but all tea comes from the same type of plant. It's just how they process it. And the plant is a camellia. It's in the camellia family. And if you live in the right part of the US, you could grow your own tea, finding that species of camellia. I have a couple, like 4, that I'm trying to grow, but so far they're not liking my climate at all. Even keeping them in the greenhouse over the winter, they're still just not happy. So that may be a pipe dream, but at least I'm on the road to discovering this, and this is just going to be so nutritious and a real treat to share with my foodie friends and my mountain folk friends. So that's it. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them, because this is new to me. And like usual, I'm taking what knowledge I collected and then adding my own intuitive intelligence to it. So you have a great day. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. My videos get mixed up. Every once in a while I get pissed off and I'll post something political. So be prepared for that. Sometimes it's about art, and sometimes it's about magic. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, because I believe how we treat each other on the streets is our ultimate reality. Bye.